back, everyone. We love celebrating June weddings around here, and Maria has a project that will capture a lifetime of memories for the bride and groom. This is such a cute way, Maria, to encourage your guests to leave little love notes for the couple.
Yes, we're catching the love notes in our little bird cages. Well, like I said, when I was at the Inspiration Wall, I get so nostalgic when I go to a wedding or we talk about weddings because, like I said, it's almost 7 years for Brett and I. And it was just such a special day. And of course, my mom, oh, you can see there's us there.
Oh, right, I love the wind blowing your veil.
And there's my mom. She was so amazing she basically planned everything. And one of the things that was super important was the table when you walk in. And so that got me thinking too of kind of a fun way to do sort of a deconstructed guest book, because one of the things my mom taught me just in life in general is the little details. And so what I love the idea, sort of like the play on the two lovebirds. You can see I added our little lovebirds into our bird cage to catch our little love letters from your guests.
I love this, Maria.
And the sort of play on the note too is that I added the details. This is all paper. The flowers are made of paper because of the little notes. I just thought it was a fun way to kind of tie it all in together.
All right, we're going to show us how to do this, and it all begins with bird cages.
So these bird cages, believe it or not, the ones you see over there, they all started like this color here. And Deb, I just got these online.
Okay.
And all I did is I spray painted them. So you can see sort of like the before and the after. I used a metallic spray paint.
It makes them look so fancy when you do that.
It's amazing. Don't they look really spectacular and expensive? And it's just a can of spray paint. And I will say, when you're spray painting, make sure to kind of like flip it over so you get in the nooks and crannies and all of that.
Okay, now what if I just wanted to use a real bird cage from a pet store? Can I do that, or would it be like, what is she doing?
No, you absolutely can.
Okay.
And I think sometimes those could potentially work better because you can actually, like, those are easy to open because you need to open them to clean them.
Right, okay.
But with these two, you just want to make sure it's something that you can actually open and get in there because you want to be able to get your notes out.
Okay, and I imagine if you're using a real bird cage, they're not going to be as fancy as these, so making the flowers and decorating is really going to be important.
That is what really sells it. So.
All right, now the flowers, I see we have just paper doilies and some construction paper, and are these the same paper doilies you can get at the grocery store?
Yes. These are so inexpensive. One of my favorite things about DIY is using something that is just a simple, I guess I was saying ingredient, a simple ingredient that really makes something big and spectacular, and doilies. Enter doilies.
All
So
right.
this is what I do. I have 2 doilies here, and you can do any size you really like. And what I do, Deb, so this is, you can see, it's sort of like something you don't notice when you're looking at the flower itself, is I actually do a wave cut.
Scallops.
It's a scallop cut. Yeah, exactly. So what I do is I go back and forth, and you can see the reason I do this is because when I was trying these out, I couldn't get them to look as floral as I really wanted to. And this is what, it almost reminds me of peeling an apple.
Yeah.
But with that sort of scallop look, it will create the perfect flower for you. Okay,
it's going to make the petals.
Exactly. So what I do, exactly, it makes the petals. So I start rolling it. And as I roll, I have a hot glue gun. And the thing about the glue, too, that I would say, if you are out getting a glue gun, I would use a fine tip for this. And so you just continue
Look at that. You don't even feel the glue anymore because you've touched it so many times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do. Be very careful. I have no feeling in my fingertips anymore.
The DIY department here can't feel their fingers.
Exactly.
And for the normal people at home.
But I'm also holding on to the bottom, and I'm gluing up here.
Okay.
So you can see, but because it is a doily, it could potentially go through because of all the holes.
Right.
So I have one that I'm going to swap out to, but I would continue to do this. Let me swap out to this one real quick.
Okay.
So continue to do this, and so you see this is what I have here. I would continue, and the thing when I get to this part is I actually take it and I loop it around like this.
So don't do it so tight.
Exactly. You kind of want to go in and you just do, and like I said, I would be adding a little bit more glue, but just so you have the idea, you want to hold it from the bottom. And you can see how I finish it like this.
That's beautiful,
and look at that.
Maria. Oh my gosh,
exactly.
look at that.
So of course, like I said, I would be gluing this as I go, but this is what it looks like.
And then you would do the same thing with the construction paper, but you wouldn't use
the construction paper is exactly the same way, the scrapbook paper or construction paper, anything. Same thing, only one piece of paper.
And I noticed these scissors that you could use as well.
So exactly, those are going to be great for if you're doing it on paper. These are pinking shears, and they cut right into it so you can kind of see. This is a great way to get that sort of scallop detail look. Exactly. So you don't have to worry about it. And you could use those instead of regular scissors and doing the sort of scallop look, and then you're all good to go.
And then you actually attach them to the birdcage. But I love the idea that you told me earlier that if you wanted to, you could spray a little spray paint on these too.
You definitely could do some spray paint along, just to have like a little kiss at the edge of any kind of spray paint. And Deb, I just attach these with some hot glue on here. And I will tell you a great tip, if you are traveling with these, or let's say you have it all set up and you are taking these to keep when you are, you know, as a memory from your day, I would say you could grab a little bit of floral wire and attach them into this as well.
Now, what if I didn't want to make the paper flowers and I wanted to use, say, the faux silk flowers or even real flowers?
Yes, you could do the same, obviously not doing this, but I would use, if you're doing regular flower step, I would talk to your florist because they're gonna be the easiest person to talk to like incorporate that in. But I would say just go to the craft supply store, get some silk flowers, but I love the idea of using either the paper or the silk because this way you can keep it forever.
I know, it's beautiful. Now tell us about the little notes that go inside.
Oh, so the notes are just really simple. So that's the whole idea. These are just, honestly, I got these at the craft supply store. I got them so that they match in the same coloring as everything. And just put them with some little pens and everyone can leave their notes. And even just like, you know, I'm gonna put this in here and you can just plop it in there just like that.
Yeah, these are so cute. And you could even fill a birdcage full of these flowers.
It would be beautiful.
And
they're a perfect decoration and a really great way to save money if you are doing all of your wedding planning.
That's stunning, Maria. That is absolutely beautiful. I love this DIY so much for the lovebirds.
The little lovebirds in your life.
Your full instructions will be on hallmarkchannel.com. And remember to enter for your chance to walk down the aisle in one of 2 dresses from our June Weddings movies.